gotta shut them demons down. Shut that stuff down. How can you hear God and you got nastiness here? Especially if the devil ran in here, you're gonna need somebody to pray him off of you. You need to get before God and let God minister to you. Let him convict you. Let him build you up. Y'all sitting up there looking up saying something. We used to sing songs like, if I could only hear my mother pray again. Today, many kids have never heard an earnest prayer prayed by their mother or their father. See, you got to be able to have an experience that your mama can pray and she's not embarrassed, she's praying. You understand? Because a respect level. Can I talk to you for a minute? I remember when I was living in Washington, D.C., and I was out on the street. Yeah, I was unsaved, and I was out fellowshipping and drinking a little bit, and I came home real late. And my mother was in the room crying out to God, Jesus, touch my son. She had the Bible open, and she was crying. Trust me, when I walked in the room, I lost my high. I lost my high. Because, see, what she had already created an atmosphere and met God in her room. And when I came with my sinful way, that Spirit of God met me at the door and turned me around. I'm trying to encourage somebody. Your altar experience is about to bring you a reward. I can't get no help here. Somebody said, my altar experience is about to bring me a reward. Is there anybody looking for God to manifest himself? Looking for God to turn things around? You need to open up your mouth and say, yeah. Hey. It is more than a school or a wall. More than that. We got to get to a place that engraved in our hearts. The question is this: how can you honestly keep what you don't even know? I've been finding out there are a lot of people talking about prayer, but don't know nothing about prayer. Talking about an altar experience and still struggling. Talking about altar experience, don't have no kind of respect, no kind of love. I just believe we need an altar experience. Some answers you need are not just with singing. You need to get before God and let God minister to you. Let him convict you. Let him build you up. Y'all sitting up there looking up saying something crazy. All you got to do is lift your hands and say, Lord, I need that. You can't just wait till you get to church and look for the table. Because some churches done took the table out. Where is the altar? I can't get no people up and help me here. Where is the altar? It's too much stuff taking place at the altar. You trying to sell tickets. Why you going to sell tickets? This is a holy place. Oh, I can't get no help here. That's why I have a problem when they start selling programs in the church. How you going to sell? Jesus got mad and turned things over in the marketplace. We got to get back and sanctify the sanctuary. Sanctify the church so no devil can have control. Touch yourself and say, there's power at the altar. The question is, where is your altar? Have a seat, I'm almost finished. There was a changed man. His name was Abram. After a touch of God, he became Abraham. Abraham was changed and blessed because he built altars and he spent time on them. Many of y'all get saved at the altar but never return. Many of y'all come when you need a healing, but you don't come when things are all right. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, you can't be like a flat tire. You got to always be there with God because you're going to need some power to cast out devil. Y'all sitting there and look at me like I'm talking crazy. But the truth be told, we need more power in our lives. Hey! Abraham was changed and blessed because he built altars and he spent time on them. Abraham laid his vision. Who was that? His precious only son on the altar. Some of y'all don't want to hand nothing over to him. I need y'all to talk to me here. Don't be quiet now. There's some stuff that we still holding on to that we need to put on the altar. You're trying to change it with your skills. You need an altar experience. You're trying to change it by paying somebody. You need an altar experience. Some of your answers is at the altar. Open your mouth and say, I need the altar experience. So look at here. I'm about to take a seat. A few of the places where Abraham built altars. He built one between Bethel and another city to point. Every one that he built had connotation of good and bad. And you got to realize a lot of us are at the altar between good and bad. And you got to realize the enemy going to do all he can to get you off the altar. But first of all, the problem is it's too much pride when you don't think you got pride. Y'all take your halos down and talk to me for a second. We stuck between a rock and a hard place. And you think that you got it all together. You're worrying about what people said about you, trying to worry about your past. But if you need some help right now, say, Lord, I need an altar experience. See, some of y'all ain't said nothing yet. And be the first one when the preacher lay hands on you. You can get your healing right now. You can get the deliverance right now. If you just open your mouth, reach in your belly and say yes. Yay! Touch yourself and say, I need an altar experience. Let's deal with Lot real quick. Have a seat if you would. We found out as I did my study that Lot had a problem. Lot had a problem. And some of us acting like Lot. Like we don't need nobody. Look at somebody. Is your name Lot? We found that Lot visited his uncle's Abraham's altar. But there is no record that Lot had ever built his own altars. We have gotten to a time in the season that young people sometimes don't want to replicate what our fathers have done. You got to realize there's some things you can't change. And the very thing you can't change is the altar experience. I don't care how well you preach. You're going to need the altar. I don't care how well you dress. You're going to need the altar. I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, how wise you are. You're going to need the altar. I want you to touch yourself and say, I need the altar shown up. Yay! So there were many places that Abraham has set up because he needed God. We find Lot in trouble several times. That a praying uncle Abraham went to rescue a man. Let me tell you something. It's so great to have people that know how to stay at the altar. Has anybody rescued you from your problem? Has anyone ever rebuked you and got you out of trouble? I said a bad word there. Rebuke got me on track. Rebuke got me correct. I thank God for the rebuke. So I know how to stand in the evil days. Somebody say, I thank God for my rebuke. And see, some of y'all leave the church when they rebuke you. But I come to tell you, if you're sheep, you can't go no place else. But if you're a goat, you'll go every place else. I come to encourage you. You need an altar experience. Oh, I didn't say a bad word about rebuke. I'm a man just like you. But guess what? We have people that have authority over us. And they've been places we've never been. If you're a sheep, you'll humble yourself and say, yes, sir. Whatever it takes, so when my time comes, he'll take me up and somebody will respect me. Can't you see? Hold on a second. What is the price tag on having no altar? There's a price to go with having no altar. And some of y'all experience it right now. You dressed up but mad. Mean as a junkyard dog. If I say something to you right, you about to cuss me out. And you say, you need an altar. Hey, altar experience. I'm talking to some of y'all that don't think you need nothing. I bet you if the devil ran in here, you're going to need somebody to pray him off of you. I need you to humble yourself under the mighty hand of God and say this message is for me too. I need God. I need the more of him because the world is getting worse. I don't care if I'm a doorkeeper. I need the altar. I don't care if I'm a choir member. I need the altar. Is there anybody here? Need the altar. Open your mouth and scream in here. Let me deal with this and I got your way. Have a seat quickly. Let me tell you what some of the problems we have. And I'm almost there. Seem like what you love, you will put on the pedestal. In the middle of your home, I will find displays of what's important to you. Up high, visible for everybody to see. We will not find an altar, but we definitely find a television. I can't get no help here. I can't get no help here now. So, just like I heard earlier, Thursday night is your show. You don't need no empire, you need God. I can't get no help here. And the problem we got, the Bible said our eyes is the window to our soul. And if you keep on getting stuff contaminating you, you ain't hearing God. Because you got to realize you got to separate yourself. How can you hear God and you got nastiness in you, got pornography in you, got drug dealing in you? You got to change your mind, change your attitude, change what you watch. Change if you want to do ministry. You got to be anointed. You can ask my family. My wife hates my television because stay on Word Network. All that stuff. Sometimes I don't like them on there because sometimes they junky. Y'all miss that junky. Ain't got no God in them. This bunch of selling oil. For what? I got my own oil. My pastor prayed over my oil. The greatest bishop, the greatest prophet is not the one prophesying. Your pastor is your prophet. I can't get no help here. Your pastor is your prophet. I don't care who prophesied to you. Hey, Bobo, macaroni cheese, hamburger. I'm trying to tell you, your prophet is your pastor. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Y'all too deep up in here. When he said I got a ministry, but he don't know you don't pay your tithes. I can't get no help here. See, you got an altar experience. You get convicted when you don't pay your tithe. When you got an altar experience, you get convicted when you don't come on time to Sunday school, praying Bible band, evangelist department. But it's not too much conviction in the house. I can't get no help up in here. How in the world you say you're anointed and you're 40 minutes late? And you serve a God that's never late. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is, yeah. Oh, yes, he is. Have a seat. Am I helping you? Am I talking to you? I'm talking about them parking lot prophets. You done danced all day, and somebody said, I got a word from you. You didn't rebuke them right there. If you couldn't say it in front of my pastor, don't talk to me. You got to shut them demons down. Shut that stuff down. We got to keep the power in the church. Keep the unity in the church. Keep the saints in the church. Open your mouth and say, yeah. Am I talking good? It's time out for playing this stuff. This some of us always got a word. Check what you're talking. Just because you got a word don't mean it's for me. It may be for you. I see you need to have a seat. I can't get no help here. Oh, I done have people come to my church and prophesy to folk, and I tell them, listen, shut up. Sit down. You guys don't understand because we need God. I don't need no junkie church. I can't get no help here. Can you take a seat just for one more minute? I don't need a junkie church. You know why? I've worked too hard to build on what I got. That's why I don't let everybody come through my church. They say, you finicky. I say, you sure right. Because I'm going to have to clean up what you messed up. All that stuff that's in them preaching, homemongering, all that stuff. And you know one thing? You got to know the fruit. See, the TV is a type of altar where we worship. That's when self and materialism come into play. And we struggle. Many of us are trapped not through the casino, but we're trapped through late night buying. That, oh, I want that purse. $9.99. Say, ooh, I can't get no help here. The enemy has strategically set up TV program to get you off track, to get you to drink, to get you to smoke, to get you to have sex. Have you realized every show got sex in it? And if you single and ain't saved, you get... I guess I said too much. You ain't lukewarm, because your flesh is hot. It's almost like you hot and ready. I can't get no help here now. Look at your neighbor and say, are you hot and ready? I ain't talking about no pizza either. Come on, say yes, Lord. Show me where the kids spend their time. Show me where dad goes all the time. We can be raised in a parsonage and never know where daddy's altar is. Is your altar a baseball game? Or your job? Or always traveling? Always need a vacation? Is it your family? Show me what is your altar. And I will show you your value. The thing you put up the most is what you value. And a lot of y'all say, I love the church, but you never come. Say, I love the Lord, he heard my cry, but you never show up. No, you talking. Talk is cheap and take money to buy land. I need some honest people around here and realize you ain't all that sanctified as you say. Okay. Some of y'all fell off the line. Yeah. Can I tell you a real fear I see developing? Could sports arena become our society altars? Sports is fastly becoming a worship place. I ain't hating on y'all sport, but you can't look at it all day, all night, and expect to be anointed. My kids are in sports, and I tell the coaches on Sunday they can't go. And they like, why can't they go? Because for me and my house, we serve the Lord. And they don't understand. Why? Because they're not saved. I got to be an example to let them know if you want them, they're going to come after the game. But they ain't coming while we having church. Some of y'all try to make sure you get the scholarship. If the scholarship belongs to me, God going to work me out for my favor. Because I got a standard. I got to show my boy he comes first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things shall be added. Oh, I done hit some of y'all houses. I need y'all to open your mouth and say, Lord, help me. There are times the Little League basketball gets us off track. What are we going to teach our kids? There was a time when communities knew better than to play ball on church days. I can tell when many churches are dismissed early. Don't let it be a Super Bowl Sunday. I'm guilty. I have church and I have Super Bowl party. But I know some church who put their television in the sanctuary. That's desecrating the altar. And you got to realize, if we dilute and nobody stand up for holiness, it's going to take over. Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Woo! Let me go here. But do we really get it? And the first thing they say, you touch the men, you reach them. But them same men don't come back. What we used to do in that Super Bowl is try to have an altar call during halftime. But they so busy eating, you don't get the altar call in. I can't get no help here. Busy trying to get some chicken and eating and everything. Yeah, he didn't get that. He didn't hit that right. Number 42. And I don't know none of them folk. I'd be like this, for real. Sometimes I feel like I'm out of place because I'm not a sportsman. And I find myself somehow, but I'll go with him. But I'm like, this ain't my element. But if you say, let's go to church, I'm ready. My wife said, you eat, sleep, church. That's all I know. Because I came out of the club. I done did all the clubbing. I done did all the stuff on the street. I want God to keep me saved. I got some folk on my route. I got to stay holy. So when that demon come in, I have authority to lay hands and cast the devil out. Open your mouth and say, yeah. I got to stop here. Woo! So what are you saying? I got to cut the field. I got so much here, but I'm going to stop it now. Well, that's the stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all something here. Oh, let me get this one more point. The only real way to alter, A-L-T-E-R, your life is on the A-L-T-A-R. I need somebody to alter at the altar, which means to change. I need some people to change in here. I've been observing around here, Miss Nate Jackson. That's Sainted Mother. That's my little thing with her. There's so many people I've run into that got titles, and I'm not trying to pass to nobody, but there's no power. If we over whatever it is, you can't keep on having stuff and not bring Christ into what you do. Even at the cakewalk, we talking Jesus. And see, sometimes we have prayer breakfast, but just people just saying words, ain't no prayer going. You trying to rush through it. Don't you know when you really get in prayer, you start feeling a change in the atmosphere? I was looking last night, and a lot of people are so concerned about going home and weren't concerned about the soul. That could have been your sister. That could have been your child. And you be the first one saying, they didn't work with her. I don't know why they take child. You got to have some love and respect. Don't you know if you can pray to give God an increase? Don't you know you can pray to God and say, give me an 8 hours sleep. I've been here since 11 o'clock, and he'll give you what you need? Let me get out of here. This 90-minute church. You come in at 60 minutes. I think when you get to heaven, they said we're going to be walking around heaven all day, praising God. We hold church too long. But it took you that long to get saved. Now, it's one thing when you got foolishness going on. But it's another thing when everybody's on one accord. I don't care how tired you are. If you tap in, you will get wet. Let me just close it with this. When it talks about in Hebrew, it took us from the altar dealing with a table to Jesus Christ being the altar. And you got to understand, you don't have to wait till you see a table to come here because you got Christ. He said you can come boldly to the throne. Why are you waiting till pastor get here? You better enter in yourself because pastor might not make it. Let me check something out real quick, and I want y'all to get happy with me. Don't you know all of us got to eat this word? Am I right about it? I wrote this last thing down. I'm going to get out your way. Somebody said, I need the altar. There was a songwriter that wrote this hymn, because I can't do anything else. And for faith to increase, you have longed for sweet peace, and for faith to increase. Listen what he says. If you're longing for peace, you got to find it at the altar. The songwriter Peter said, you have longed for sweet peace. Is there anybody here needs some sweet peace? Raise your hand if you're sure. And your faith to increase. Some of y'all living off of grandma. You can't live. You got to have your own faith. You got to believe that when you lay hands on your body, the headache can leave. You got the power. Oh my God. And have earnestly, fervently prayed. But you cannot have rest or be perfectly blessed until you're all at the altar is laid. Stand to your feet. Hey, hold on a second. The thing is, where you going to lay your problem at? Where you going to lay your situation at? Somebody say, at the altar. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any problems? Huh? Does anybody have any problems in here? Well, make some noise. You got some problems. Where are the folk that need God to do something right here and right now? Now, you probably say, well, why you ask that question? Because a closed mouth won't get fed. And you got to know and understand, when you're at the altar, God can meet your need tonight. Because I could be here a while and we in convention. This altar cannot be taken for granted, mother. We can't just come here looking for nothing. Your faith got to take you where you're trying to go. And God dropped this in my mind early this year. I'm sorry, Elder Shear dropped it in my mind. He said, we need power at the altar. I've been observing altar call, and there's people sometimes laying hands, they ain't got no power. Or scared, don't even know how to work the altar. Scared to touch dirty folk. As cute as you are, you got to let your makeup run. I can't get no help here. They didn't put you over this to be cute.